Yo, what is good, team? We are back with another Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. This one against my boy GMars, dude. I was so hyped for this match. Huge shout out to VecandLexxPlay for helping me get the background edited. So this match took a long time to edit, but just a little backstory as this match is playing. Me and GMars said that we were gonna battle each other once the game came out. And this man's main mascot has been Minior since the jump, since it's been revealed. So I made a team dedicated to beat Minior. That's literally all that I made this team for. So we both led our Lycanrocs. Mine is shiny. Shout out to Frosty Alpha Lycanroc. I named mine after him because that's the homie. I get my rocks up. I know he had a Serena on the team, but I figured he'd have to rapid spin or trap kick or whatever. I can switch into my Metagross on this thing. It does nothing to me, which is totally fine. This thing is a threat in this meta right now. Just having a really good steel type in this meta is just insanely good, but it gets completely walled by Celesteela, which is horrible. But this man switches into the Pyukumuku on this Meteor Mash, and Pyukumuku eats this up like it's lunch, like it's a healthy snack, like this man's trying to lose weight. Look at how little this thing does. It does literally nothing to Pyukumuku. This thing is bulky. Oh my god. So I switch out because I don't want to take that innards out, but I also don't want this thing to live. Like, that's the little balance that I have in my head right now. So I switch out into my Magnezone because I didn't want anything to get poisoned as well. So I go into this Magnezone and he just goes for the baton pass, and I'm like, bruh, this thing gets everything, right? I mean, it doesn't get any offensive moves, but baton pass was just perfect for him. So I just Volt Switch here because he brought in his Lycanroc. I noticed there's free rocks for him, so I'm gonna go into my Metagross again, going for the Meteor Mash over the Bullet Punch to see if I can get the attack raise. Now that's the beauty of Meteor Mash, because once I get that attack raise, I think 2 Zen Headbutts can take out Pyukumuku, and if I flinch it, I'm totally fine. So he stays in, he stone edges me. It doesn't do any damage because I resist it, and I go for that Zen Headbutt. Oh wait, what? Oh yeah, I went for Zen Headbutt predicting the Pyukumuku to come in, which didn't happen, but it's okay. I still got the damage off as he goes into Magnezone to trap me. And this is a weird play here. He traps me and I'm thinking he's gonna hit me, so I go for the Earthquake as he brings in Pyukumuku, and I'm like, oh my god, this thing is just gonna eat this up. Like, legit, it's just gonna eat this up. Pyukumuku on a diet, it's just eating these meals and it's just doing nothing to him. Straight up Weight Watchers, man. If I catch a Pyukumuku, I'm naming it Weight Watchers. I don't care. This thing is fat. It needs to be put on a diet. So I go here for the Zen Headbutt, like I just tried to say. If I can flinch it down, I can take it out, which is fine. But he actually gets the recover off. No flinch hacks for me. But this thing is a threat to me as I have no grass type on this team, or no. Well, I have an electric type, but he gets momentum from switching with Pyukumuku. So I'm like, it sucks. So I switch here. I actually think I switch right back into Magnezone. Oh no, I go into PZ, thinking that he'll stay in and try to Toxic. Like, I didn't care. Like, I just wanted to get damage off. As he gets a baton pass off into Serena, and Serena's a threat, yo. Serena's a threat. So I go here for the Z conversion, but this man is scarfed and goes for the high jump kick. But at this point, I didn't think he was scarfed because I'm not fully max speed. And I don't really know the speed tiers for Serena, so I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it's just an offensive set. Like, he just, outsped me. That's fine. I'm gonna go in for a Frosty, fully forgetting that there's there's rocks up on my side. I'm thinking I can go down to the Sash, and I hit him with a Stone Edge, but nope. He goes for the high jump kick, and this confirmed to me that he was scarfed. I'm like, oh, okay, this is how we're playing now. So I gotta switch into my water types to be able to take on these fighting type moves. It's crazy. It's so crazy. So here, I knew he was not staying in. There's no way you're risking damage on what looks like your win con against me. So I knew he was gonna switch out. I knew that Magnezone was right there in the back. I'm already down 2 Mons. I have to start playing smartly. So I actually go for the Scald. I have Scald on this set rather than Surf. I need to fix that, but I go for the Scald on the Magnezone switching, and it does a good chunk to Magnezone. And I'm thinking maybe he's gonna Flash Cannon, maybe he's gonna Volt Switch. I don't want to give him the momentum, so if he goes for Flash Cannon, at least let him Flash Cannon something that's kind of useless. As I go into Guard Dog, the Zydog here, and he just takes me out. with the flash cannon. Like, but I still stand behind this play because had he gone for the electric type move, I would have had the momentum in my part. And going for the flash cannon, dropping my Zygarde, it really didn't do much damage anyway to this team. So I was like, all right, well, I lost it. That's fine. He's locked in the flash cannon. Now I get to go click Earthquake with Ex Machina, and that's what I do. I just bring it in, and I think I click. No. I think I make a play here. I predict him to go into something that resists Earthquake, and I go for Meteor Mash. I was thinking that Serena's coming in, but he just goes right back out in Pukamuku, and this thing's just taking all the hits, man. Like, somebody needs to tell this man that, like, you need to attack once and for all, because you taking too many hits. Like, why did Game Freak give us this Mon? Like, we already have enough fat Mons. Why do we need this? As I missed the Zen Headbutt there, going for the same play I did last time, as he goes for the Memento, and I'm like, okay, so something's coming in to set up on me. But I'm thinking either it's Pinsir in the back or it's Minior in the back, and it is his Minior, Jimmy Neutron the Minior. And I'm like, I'm not letting this thing set up on me for free. Like, this is not happening. Like, I'm not letting this thing just sit in front of me, get up a Shell Smash, and then sweep my team. So I Meteor Mash here, and I actually get the attack raise here, which is perfect. As this man does Shell Smash, and I talked to GMars after the match, and I was like, why'd you Shell Smash? And he's like, because in Pokebank OU, which is what he's playing on Smogon, on Showdown, sorry about that, I had a brain fart. Not many Mega Metagrosses are running Bullet Punch. They run Ice Punch for Lando, T, and Garchomp and stuff like that. So I actually just go for the Bullet Punch here, and he set up for pretty much no reason. And he totally did not think I was running Bullet Punch, which is okay, but I don't think Ice Punch is in before Pokebank. Like, I think it's only a Pokebank move, a move to the move. So I'm glad that he miscalculated, because now I have a little bit of momentum here, because I had the +1, even though I'm -1 right now. I'm -1 because of the Memento. I'm still in a good enough range, because any mon he has in the back I can take on. So I go for the Meteor Mash here, praying for another attack raise, but it still does damage to Pinsir, as I think he misclicked here. Instead of clicking Swords Dance, I think his play was to click Earthquake, but he does Swords Dance up, and then he gets the Mega Evolve next turn. And because I still outspeed him, he clicks the Quick Attack, which +2 Quick Attack to a resist Aerolate boosted to a mon that resisted. For that, it still does a good chunk of damage. Like, had he crit, that would have been crazy, but it still does a good chunk of damage. But I believe I still spam the Meteor Mash, still hoping to get my attack up. Like, legit, I was playing from the back foot. I finally got a good footing into the game, and I'm not letting this go. Like, that's my main thing. I'm not letting this man beat me right now. As he goes in this arena, I know I can take a high jump kick from here. I calculated and everything. I'm just gonna go for the Meteor Mash. I know I'm -1, which is okay. I know I can't Bullet Punch this thing because of Queenly Majesty, so I'm just gonna click the Meteor Mash and get as much damage in as possible. And also just to see what he locks himself into. So he goes for the high jump kick. I actually just sack this thing, because now I can go into Tapu Fini and get some damage off. I'm like, okay, no problem. Let me go into Tapu Fini. He was relatively taking no damage his entire match. He's just been sitting in the back, and I can just get a Moonblast off. But I don't think he's gonna stay in, so I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna go for the Scald, predicting the Magnezone to come in, because he's down to, I believe, Magnezone here. I think he's down to Magnezone and Serena, yeah, and I'm down to my Magnezone and Tapu Fini. So either he locks himself in a high jump kick and loses to me here, because I can get enough damage off, or he switches out in the Magnezone and I get damage off on Magnezone. So he stays in, and I totally didn't think he was going to stay in, so now I actually go for the Moonblast to take this thing out, because it's in my favor to take this thing out. But like I said before, either when he goes into Magnezone, he has to lock himself into Thunderbolt to take me out, or Flash Cannon, and that wouldn't take me out. Or if he's on Serena, he has to lock himself into Chop Kick, in which Magnezone resists, or he has to lock himself into High Jump Kick, which Tapu Fini resists. So it was a very 50-50 at the end. Like, we had to play the end game very, very close. As I do get a crit here on the Moonblast, as he does switch out into Magnezone, so I was like, okay, what is happening here? I need to switch, only because if he does go for the Thunderbolt, I can take one, and then it comes down to Speed Ties if he is Scarfed. So that was my whole plan. I'm like, I'm going into my Magna Zone. Let's hope he goes for Thunderbolt, and let's hope that I win the speed tie. As he goes for the Volt Switch here, I'm like, oh, okay. So he goes into Serena, and once again, down to, does he click high jump kick, or does he click drop kick? Like it's 50-50. Because he goes for the U-turn, which is a good play on his part, just switching up, but I do have the Hidden Power Fire, so I don't really mind the U-turn. So I just click Hidden Power Fire. It hits both Mons for super effective damage and actually a big chunk of damage too. So he sends back in his Magna Zone as the Hidden Power Fire is easily taking this thing out. From that range. And then he goes right back into Serena, and it's okay, drop kick and take out Tapu Fini in the back, or high jump kick, take out this, and then get knocked out by Tapu Fini. So at this point, it was kind of like in 50-50s. He does go for the drop kick, I guess hoping for the crit here. It does not take me out, and I'm able to take this thing out with a Hidden Power Fire. Now this match was scary. Literally, my track record against GMars, this is one of 2 wins I've ever had against him. Like, he's a definitely bona fide opponent. And thank you for having that match. Thank you for tuning in. We'll have more of these coming soon, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. But with that being said, I'm gonna get going. Peace.